What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. It's your boy, Mr. K2G himself, and I am back at another Miami Copart auto location. Making sure I do my walkarounds, bringing you some content, some footages, showing you what these places have to offer, what they are willing to sell these cars for, and what it'll take to drive one of these cars off the lot. So tune in, tap in with me. I'm just not getting here. It's pretty hot out here. I'm sweating already, but as we move along, here's one that I actually have on my watch list. It's a Ford Ranger, I know, nothing to be excited about, but what caught my attention on this Ford Ranger is the size of the bed on this thing. Like, look at the, yo, I wouldn't call it an extended cab, but most Ford Rangers, I mean, there's no way you're getting all this bed space back here. And it's clean. I wonder what they used to haul or tow back here. Whoever had this definitely took good care of it as much as they could. I wonder if this car came from up north. There's definitely some stuff that happened back here. Must have had a leak and they tried to seal it themselves. I wonder if this back glass been replaced before, because this seal doesn't look original. Bump, bump, bump. Oh. Nice Ford Ranger. I did think it was stick shift. Isn't a problem, but those that know, I have been shopping for a truck. We got power. Let's see if this baby runs. I don't even know if it got AC. Almost all that. It cranks. Got 128 on the dash. What else I need to know? Oh, it got AC. It got AC. Yeah, man, this was definitely on my watch list. I'm willing to find out how much this thing could go for. Something around 1,000 maybe. So, oh, it does need a headliner. It does need a headliner. That's not a problem, of course. For a Ford. Got a quarter tank of gas. For a Ford, I mean, I would drive something like this. Definitely has a work truck, not one of my personal vehicles. It does run pretty good. It drives. I have no problem with this truck, man. I think the auction is probably tomorrow. State Farm Insurance is selling it. Always a plus when you're getting it from an insurance company, because it's just straightforward, you know. Little light damage. Does need a new headlight, fender, and a bumper. Possibly a hood. The hood may or may not be able to be saved. There's some minor scratches on this side right here, but if you know me, I ain't afraid of none of that. I'm willing to buy this truck for the right price. Boom! On to the next one, you guys. This is a 2021 Hyundai Sonata, currently being sold by an insurance company. I believe it's State Farm. Reason I like this one, or the reason this one caught my attention, is because, you know, these are some pretty nice, affordable cars. We all know Hyundais have been around for like a pretty long time, but, you know, they have started to update their cars. And surprisingly, this isn't a theft recovery. You know, this one wasn't stolen. You can see the interior is pretty good condition, and I actually like how it smells in here. It still smells like a brand new car. Will it run? I haven't checked that out yet. I just wanted to go around it and see what type of damages it might have took. Something like this is well above my price range, but you could probably get one of these for like less than 10 grand out of the auction. And I'm starting to see the damage. The rear end did take a hit. It must have hit a wall or something. It must have been on the interstate. And then here's this one. You can see little light damage. I wonder if the suspension took a hit. Yeah, it did. It did, because you can see how this wheel is turned all the way out. Then when I come over to this side, this wheel seems like it barely got turned, or is able to turn, I should say. It barely got turned, but most of the impact came from right here. Let me try to pop the hood, or maybe I should. Okay, the door still opens. Does it still run? Ooh, it doesn't run. It doesn't even have a horn. Just pop the hood on it. I wish it had power. I would have soaked up some AC while I could, but you know, we ain't tripping. For what it's worth, we're gonna keep walking around on this lot. I'm starting to see a lot of empty spaces out here. Like, the cars normally be like overwhelmed. Like, they be having to park so much cars in front of each other, but I do see a lot of empty spaces, and the auction isn't until tomorrow. But yeah, something like this I would definitely buy because it's light damage. Might need a fender, definitely gonna need a bumper, a new headlight. The tire itself may still be in good condition, but you'll have to really like get up underneath it to see what condition the suspension is in. Nothing got touched up here. It has a battery on it, so I'm really not sure why it doesn't have any power, but this car probably just been sitting here for a really long time. You can see how water started to get high. It has been raining in Miami, I will admit. We did get some heavy rain last week, so most of these cars have like watermarks on them, just to show you how high the water even got. So that's a good thing. But I'll tune back in, tap back in with y'all when I find another one. We are out. Now, I will admit, this is probably the first Genesis truck that I've come across. I do want to see the inside of these things. This is a 2021 GV80. Damn. GV80. I can honestly say this is like a different color. I can't even tell you what type of color this is. Wow. The damages. I mean, it seemed like it popped every single airbag. Like, yo, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it didn't pop this one on this side. Okay. This is a sweet headliner. Yeah, it popped every single airbag from the front to the right side of the car. Oh, this one popped too, the left side. That's crazy. The left driver's seat airbag definitely deployed. But wow, you see this interior? Oh, there's some blood. That had to be some blood. I'm not gonna touch this car. I don't know what that is right there, but definitely ain't barbecue sauce, you hear me? Nice little truck though, I ain't gonna hold you. Definitely smooth. Definitely like a whole lot of electrical stuff going on with it, but we ain't tripping. I ain't see this truck. Auto Nation Chevrolet. So it came from a dealership and the dealer ain't want to fix it? Nah. Nah, I'll be okay. I probably don't even run, but for what it's worth, it got a decent body, decent bed size, stick shift. That's the only thing that catches my attention. Who put these switches here? Oh, y'all was hitting switches on this thing? Who put these switches here, bro? That's pretty lit. No back seat. Definitely another work truck. I don't like the color, but the other truck was red as well. We're gonna keep it moving. Bum, bum, bum. But yeah, man, I definitely gotta hit the other side of this lot. I know it's at least one car that I want to check out. And by the time I make it over there, I'll tap back in with y'all right before I end this video. Boom! Alright, before we wrap it up, there's 2 more cars that I want to bring to your attention. Mustangs back over here also. Won't do it. No Sirski. Yeah, man, we've been out here for about an hour and a half. Definitely got to see some real good cars. These last 2 cars that I'm about to show you, I doubt I get them to run, but for what it's worth, they are appealable to me. If you know about these, boy, the Grand Coupes, when they first came out, boy, I was going crazy over these things, you know what I'm saying? Going Crazy. But for what it's worth, this one took a lot of hit. I did see it the last time I was here. It took a real big hit. Because from what I'm looking at, I don't know if the camera does any justice. The whole left side is absolutely fine. It's missing the grill, which isn't a problem. But when you come over here, what happened? What happened? And another thing that catches my attention, which is another reason why I probably wouldn't be into one of these cars, is just how, you see that gap right there? That's scary. And then there's another gap right here for the glass. Now, that's a pretty big glass, and when cars have these type of roofs on them, I would hate for them to leak. If the interior was black, oh yeah, this car would have been a 10 out of 10. But I ain't going for it, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. Definitely the one for me. Definitely out of my bracket. Something more understandable for me would be over here. You see this Maxima? This is something else that I've dealt with in my past. I've had about, I think, two Maximas before. If this one runs and drives, I'm gonna definitely crank it up. For what it's worth, it has some front end damage, so I can tell this car was probably in an accident before. It doesn't list who the seller is. But I mean, whoever tried to put it together just really didn't care about any of it. I mean, yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. 105,000 miles on a Maxima, that ain't bad at all. That interior ain't my favorite. That's gonna get dirty pretty quickly. It has power, but it also doesn't have power. I don't see any keys here for it, so I ain't even gonna try to crank it up. I'll try to do some research on this one just to see what happened to it before. It got power, so I should be able to pop the trunk. Let me see something. There you go. It got power, just no keys, you know what I'm saying? For a Monday, they got a lot of stuff back here. Apparently stuff that they didn't care about because they would have cleaned the car out. Alright, man. And there you have it, folks. That is it for today. Appreciate y'all for tuning into these clips, man. I definitely had a good time out here, I should say. Didn't see anything that I thought I would. Like, you know, Hellcats and all that stuff, which I'm pretty surprised because normally those things come in like hotcakes. But sooner or later, we'll be back out here again this week before the Thanksgiving holiday. I'm going to keep bringing y'all some more footage and content to this channel. All right, y'all. Tune in, tap in. I didn't see that Lexus that's on my watch list. Where they put that at? All right, folks. I'll catch y'all. We gone.